After my last video about 401k, I got a lot of queries where people are unsure or uncertain about the withdrawal process or the conditions when can they withdraw their 401k money. Now, there are people who are saying that I don't have plans to stay in US for long term, maybe like 2 or 3 years, and then I'll be returning to India. There are people who want to stay in US, but if they change their employer, they are still unsure how they can withdraw the money or how they can transfer the money to other employer. And there are other people who are unsure about their visa extension or the certainty of staying in US. So what will happen if you return to India? How can you withdraw your money when you are actually in India? So to answer all these queries, let's move to the slides. Hello friends, welcome to Dow Nifty. In this video, we'll discuss about all possible conditions, how you can withdraw your 401k with a special mention of how to withdraw 401k money from India. So first, let's do a quick recap. This is what we discussed in video number 1. If you haven't seen video number 1, I would request you to go and see that. As I said, this calculation is considering 100k gross annual package and 3% contribution to 401k for illustration purpose. So this is your free money which your employer matches and contributes. But after my video 1, I came to know through a lot of people that there are various types of matches available in the market. In some places, there are double matches, meaning if you give 5%, the employer matches 10%. So just imagine 15% you are getting, right? And in some companies, if you give 6%, the employer matches 6% of your entire contribution. So you have to talk to your HR to know what is the maximum match available and definitely go for the maximum match. Now let's talk about what are the conditions of withdrawal. There are a lot of hardship withdrawal conditions as listed below, where you will not be paying the 10% penalty. So I have compiled this into a table for your ease, and you can pause the video and you can see all these things. If you face some medical emergency, if you unfortunately if something wrong happens, you meet with an accident and there is a permanent disability to you or any of your family members, you can withdraw the 401k money. Then there are separation of service. If your job goes like we see here in COVID situation, when many of the people working in airline company, they are losing their job, and henceforth there are so many category where you can withdraw your 401k money under the hardship withdrawal scheme. And I have also listed where you have to pay the penalty, where you don't have to pay the penalty. Now coming to the main aspect, when you go back to your country, whether it is India, whether it is any other country like Bangladesh, Nepal, Europe, Australia, there are people from all over the world who are coming to USA and working. So if you quit your job voluntarily in the country, in your original country, then you sever your ties with your employer. So the moment you do that, you can withdraw your 401k, but with a 10% penalty. And then when you move to offshore, I even come to know that when you move to offshore, there are a lot of companies who allow you to withdraw your 401k and move and take your money in dollars. You can transfer it, you can remit it to India or your original country of origin, and you can move that. So check all the policies with your HR if your company is allowing that, or if your company is putting a lock on your investment until you turn 59 years of age. So for the companies where your HR is allowing you to take your money if you go back to India after completing your stay in US, then it's a complete win-win situation. Now let's look at a special situation for 2020. Now most of you, when I spoke with many of my friends and colleagues, they were not even aware that the current government in USA on March 27, 2020 under the CARES Act, they allowed a hardship withdrawal of up to 100k 401k amount without the 10% penalty. So and moreover that the tax, whatever tax is applicable on your withdrawals, you can pay it in the period of 3 years. You don't need to pay it immediately in the current year, but you have until 2023 to pay the applicable taxes, because as we know, COVID situation has caused a lot of financial problems to many families. So this is a special provision given for people in 2020. Now what I did, I am in India. I have recently withdrawn $11,000 out of my 401k account sitting here in India. How I did that? The main thing is you have to change your address to a friend's address. How will you change that? You will update your address in the system by contacting your HR and resubmitting W4 form. So you can just check with your employer what are the formalities. You can do that. And when I contacted the bank, they processed the check without deducting any penalty. Now you see here, I just took some help from this particular provision given by the government, and since I was in need of some cash, I had more money in my 401k, but I chose to withdraw only part of it. Okay, so since now comes the important part here, since I'm not in USA for the calendar year 2020, I am not eligible for taxes there, but yes, I have to pay the taxes in my Indian tax filing showing as other income. So with whatever tax bracket you are here in India, whatever earning you are having in India, when you bring some money from USA as part of your retirement account separation, you have to show it as other income in India and you have to pay the tax. But even then, as you know, like we calculated earlier, even after paying all these taxes, even if you have to pay the penalty, which I didn't pay it over here, but in case you have to pay the penalty for some reason, you are still benefiting out of it. So friends, don't be too much fussy about this, that you cannot withdraw your money will be stuck here in USA. No, you can withdraw. There are a lot of provisions as we discussed it in the previous slides. So don't be fearful. Go check with your HR what is the maximum limit of match and definitely go for the maximum one. Now I have given all these links how you can withdraw, where you can just go and you can check the detailed information in the link, and also I have given the information, the news which came out that the government is allowing withdrawal of 401k up to $100K in the year 2020. So if still some of you have told that you are already contributing but you are unsure about your future in US, you are very uncertain about it, so you have an opportunity to withdraw it now. You can withdraw it in 2020 and you won't have to pay the penalty. All you will have to pay is taxes, because originally when you contributed you didn't pay the tax, but now when you will take it out you will have to pay the taxes. So where you will find this info? Follow me on my FB page. In my Facebook, go there and search for Dow Nifty. You already know the icon, you will see there. Go and follow the page, and in my page I have updated these links which you can go click and you can find all the details over there. Now these are a few, I need to give some shout out to few of the members who reached out to me after my first 401k video. This person, he has done his MS in US, and maybe he wasn't aware about the 401k until he came across my post, and he contacted me to know more about it, and now then he will be investing in it as well. So I would like to say you, I mean, this is not just for the working people, but even you can circulate this video among the students who are doing MS in USA, who come from different countries but who are doing MS in USA, and eventually they will be working in USA. This will be very beneficial to them. And then this is a special mention to Mr. Masood. So he had a question that he is from Bangladesh. Can he enroll in 401k as well, or is it only for the Indian H1B holder? So I would like to say, as I have mentioned earlier, this is not specific or nothing to do with your country of origin. All you need to have is you need to have a valid working permit visa in US, and your employer should be able to give your 401k match. I mean, if your employer does the match, you just check with your HR and your respective HR department of your employer, and then get yourself enrolled. So again, just mentioning it one more time, the country of origin doesn't matter over here. So friends, there are more on 401k which I have to share. How I made 16k USD turn into 21k USD in just 3 months sitting here in India. That's almost like 30% increase in just 3 months. You can see that. How to choose the best funds to invest your 401k contribution. What is the strategy to preserve your investment from market risk and make the most of any corrections in the market. But for that, I have a small target of 500 likes on this video. So please help me achieve this target. And if you are new to the channel, please do subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon. So friends, that's all for today. Thanks a lot for watching.